Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrander, and we return to Natlan to deal with the surging darkness. The abyss attacks everywhere. And now we have to try and stem the tide. If we can. And we'll have to see whether or not we can save Mawika or Shilonen. I hope that our Lord of the Night provided a means by which Shilonen can avoid being killed. I would not... I don't believe the Traveler would approve, even for a second, of giving up Shilonen's life just to give him an ancient name. Okay, now we ride the balloon to the hotspot. And then, of course, there's Mawika.
And off! Hey, this thing is pretty convenient. It's not only fast, but also saves us a lot of energy.
So yes, we'll have to see whether or not we can save Mawika and Shilonen.
Whoa. There are warriors fighting everywhere. Seems like chaos in the making. Good thing for those battle reports.
Looks like we can't get involved and help them. Our engagement lies elsewhere, it seems. Unfortunately for Mawika, well, a lot of people have been comparing her to Himiko, and to other very similar characters, Hoya vs. Raid, over the years, who have all suffered tragic ends, from what I've heard. Well...
Look, they must be trapped! Let's go help!
Perhaps not all of them, but enough that there's a trend to be worried about.
That will hit.
Yoo-hoo! Huh. All right.
Settle down.
Well, that was easy.
Thank you for coming. We were almost at the breaking point.
There were just too many monsters. They just kept coming, wave after wave. I've never seen it this bad.
At least we got here in time. You all should get going.
I know, but it's not that easy. A lot of people were hurt in the battle just now. Our cart was also attacked, and now our supplies are scattered everywhere.
That's not important right now. We need to focus on getting out of here alive.
I know, but these were medical supplies. What if they need them back at the stadium?
It's them! Over here! We came to help, but looks like you don't need it. Nice job making it through.
Now we can head straight to the next location.
What other areas need help?
Here, take a look at the latest battle report. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan to pass along the latest intel. If you see a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy, feel free to ask them about the latest battle situation.
Thanks! Now where should we go next?
Seems like you can hold your own in a fight, so let's split up. Choose where you want to go and we'll take the rest.
Still looks like they could use some help here, though. These supplies are really important. What should we do?
It's all right. Don't delay your rescue efforts on our account.
But if we stay here too long, the monsters might come back.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we stay and help? Paimon will do whatever you decide.
Okay. Ooh, total deaths. Are those the deaths of the people of Natlan? Looks like the contamination went up despite my efforts. Okay.
Traveler, can I ask you a favor? My mother's a doctor. When she heard about the attacks in the wilderness, she rushed out to help, and I haven't heard from her since. I'm worried. She's not a fighter, and I can't leave to check on her. I want her to stay out of this. So if you see her, can you please tell her to take shelter?
Of course, we've got this.
Thank you. Oh, that makes it easier to focus on the current battle.
Let's see. We have even more conflicts. Let's see, where's the next one? Ah, there you are.
Do you get scared?
It's normal to be afraid.
Normal? You mean I'm not being a coward?
Not at all. You're here, aren't you? Ready to fight even despite your fear. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Thanks, you two.
You are only a coward if you flee from battle and do not help. Okay, looks like we have a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Doesn't look like I can interact with these at the moment. Under siege. A stronghold near the Scions of the Canopy is beset by monsters on every side, and the civilians and wounded within cannot be moved. Their foes will only increase should they not receive help in time. And we get bonus dendro damage. And what do we have here? Well, much as I would like to help the couriers, it sounds like there are innocent civilians being attacked on this one. So we'll move hastily on this. Looks like I don't get to change my party lineup for this. Hopefully this setup will be sufficient. This does give us quite the view of Natlan.
Hey, Kanish just ran past. He must be busy delivering messages. At least he didn't look hurt.
Very nice to actually be able to see other people in motion.
This is it! Looks like a battle is in progress. Let's go help them!
How much longer are these things gonna keep coming?
We're reaching the breaking point!
Just hang on a little longer.
Oh, thank you so much. You came just in time.
What's going on? Were other places hit?
Yeah, seems like it.
The Pyro Archon told us to be ready to evacuate. She warned us something like this could happen. But I never thought there would be this many monsters.
You got here just in time. But what should we do about the wounded?
The wounded?
This area was hit bad. We're housing the wounded in this house for now, but we're short on medicine. It's not easy for them to get around either. We don't know what to do next. We're sitting ducks if we stay here, but we can't just leave them behind.
Thank goodness you're here, though. You saved us all.
You should move them to the Scions of the Canopy while you have the chance.
You're right. The monsters are gone, so should be safe for now. Some of my men can escort them.
That will take time, though. And some of the wounded can't walk. They might have to stay here.
Don't worry. Once we escort the first group, I'll call for reinforcements. That way, everyone can evacuate.
Let's help them out here for now. Then we can head to the next area. Oh, there's a messenger over there. Don't forget, we can get the latest intel from them.
What's the situation at the tribal camp?
Safe for now. Although most people are out delivering intel. If the Abyss launches a large-scale attack in the meantime...
Then it will fall to us to protect the tribe. What? You scared?
Not a chance.
No, I don't want to go. I want to stay with you.
Mommy can't go with you, my dear. She's hurt. Still, it's going to be okay. These nice people are going to take you to safety. Then they'll come back for me.
No, I won't go.
The harsh realities of war are setting in. More of you, filth.
Quick! Over here! Follow me!
Look, someone's surrounded.
Thank you. They really came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was close. Thank you for coming all this way to help us, Doctor.
Just doing my part.
Doctor, wait, do you know Tapos?
He's my son. Why? Did something happen to him?
No, he's fine. He's just worried about you. He asked us to tell you to seek shelter.
Ah, I see. I know it's dangerous to be out and about like this, but I just can't sit back and do nothing. How about this? I'll write to him and promise to team up with the next group of warriors I come across. I'll be safer that way.
Sounds good. Paimon's sure he'll be relieved you're okay.
Thank you for passing along his message.
Well. Oh, here we can change the party. Okay. We'll keep this current setup for the time being.
Still no sign of any warriors. I need to head out soon. We're running out of time.
Don't go rushing off. It helps no one if you die out there. So, what news have you from the battle at large?
Thanks for your help. I've updated the intel on this area. I'll start spreading the word. Hang in there, you two. A lot of places still need your help.
Oh, and the map changed again, I notice. Oh, the death count has gone up. 183 now. There seems to be an engagement. Down this way. Can I get to it from here? Okay, so the answer is no. There are marks on the map for other things going on, but I don't have the option to actually go and deal with them. Let's see. I'll go to defend the Children of Echoes. Keeping their front line intact could prevent further calamity. The caravans are unfortunate, but they have always been weak.
This is the place! Let's go help!
They will always be easier targets.
Shower me with
Settle down!
All right. I swear by my sword.
Bow your head.
And there's even more of them.
strike a pose! Barely a scratch!
Be
I
sanctified.
think you can win water against the Hydro Dragon.
Thank you for coming. We finally have time to catch our breath.
How's the situation with the Children of Echoes?
Fairly stable for now. We've stationed ourselves here to act as a buffer.
What about the monsters that suddenly appeared?
Based on my experience, the monsters are attracted to two things: the presence of living beings and combat. That's why we set up our front line of defense so far from the tribe. The civilians are more isolated from combat that way. Ah, the messenger's here.
Perfect! We were just waiting for the latest battle report.
We'll stay here and continue to guard the tribe. There's so much that needs to be done after that last battle, but we're short on manpower. If you're not in a hurry to leave, would you be willing to help out?
That's a decision for the Traveler.
Alright, let's find out what we can do quickly.
Ah, by the way, I think I know where some monsters might be. It's an area nearby. If you've got some time, I'd appreciate the backup.
Very well. We'll deal with it swiftly.
All right, let's move out.
Bring it!
Oh, that didn't summon any. Okay, let's... Alright, no party.
Settle down.
No source water.
All right. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Shower me with the coolest blood.
Silence!
Okay, there's that dealt with.
The tides beckon.
Now for the Rift Hounds.
Thanks to you, we managed to clear out the threats in the surrounding area. Let's head back.
Right. Okay, everybody got pretty beat up thanks to the Rift Hounds. Well, let's use Jade to patch us up right quick.
Ah, the show begins.
All right.
Okay, let's restock on Phlogiston too. Okay. Now then, what's going on elsewhere?
Here's the current situation. People from all over Natlan are trying to make their way to the stadium, but they're being targeted by the Abyss. If you have the strength, they could really use some help.
Alright. %. It's still getting worse. Looks like Kachina's busy too. Looks like we weren't able to keep the front line here. Alright, on to the next one. Key site defense. Evacuated civilians have gathered in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, but their movements have been marked by the abyssal monsters. The defenses must be shored up to ensure that those on the move and the civilians within the stadium remain safe. Buff. Pyro damage is increased within the light of the Sacred Flame. And we have mighty foes to contend with.
there are so many people here? Looks like it really is getting too dangerous for people to stay out in the wild. Guess that means the situation isn't getting any better. Well, we'll just have to keep fighting.
Pylon.
Silence!
Sneak up on me, will you?
Let the world collide!
Wind, hear me. Letting brave names echo. Bring it.
Oop, camera.
Bow your head.
Oop, Kanich.
Oh, Kanich, you're back!
And now for the silent treatment again. Every person counts.
Yeah, it really feels like we're running short on people everywhere. It's so dangerous out there. Just when we think everything's under control, another thing goes off the deep end. Not that Paimon's complaining, it's just... What if things get even worse?
You're not helping, Hal.
Okay, that's enough out of you!
Where is Mawika?
Yeah, she always seems so confident. Plus, she told us you can only become the Archon by proving your strength.
How does have a point here.
Good idea! Maybe we can see if the people around here need anything in the meantime.
Even on our break, we can still be helpful.
Looks like we're on the same page. There are a lot of people in here. Could they all be refugees?
Considering everything that's gone wrong, it wouldn't surprise me.
Ah, it's you two! Oh, I'm so glad you're all right.
Hey, you made it back!
Sure did. Dargo made sure we got back safely before rushing out again.
Plus, we managed to deliver the medical supplies to the stadium. I really can't thank you enough for your help.
Alright. Finally, some good news.
I managed to accept my fear, but I still want to ask you one last thing. If I die, do you think anyone will remember me?
People will remember you. You do have friends and family, don't you? They would miss you.
That's what I'm hoping for, too. It's just... never mind.
The commissions just keep coming one after another. Normally I'd be happy, but given the circumstances...
It's only a commission if you get paid. This is something else entirely.
Still, everyone's doing their part. There's more to adventuring than commission fees. Anyone can be an adventurer.
Except those who like to play it safe.
Yes, I imagine the Adventurers Guild must be run ragged here, too.
The protection of this location is critical. Our current forces won't be enough. We need reinforcements.
I'm sure other areas are thinking the exact same thing.
Let's see, do we have something all the way up there? Ah. Are you well, Doctor?
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. My son wrote back to me and said things are under control on his end. That's one less thing to worry about for now. Anyway, I followed a group of warriors back here when I heard they needed medical personnel at the stadium. My age means I can't charge to the front lines, but I can handle things here. Everything will get better.
Let's hope so. Okay, well, I think we've spoken to most everybody. Let's patch ourselves up a little. Okay. Let's take a rest then.
Wanna get some rest, Traveler? We have to head out again in a bit.
Alright. Now that we've taken a breather, what more can we do? A new pylon. Oop. And now we get to play as Kaniche. Oh, why no sound?
All right.
Nope, too close, too far.
Silence!
And of course, no source water. Oh, another one? Oh, for crying out
There's
loud.
a tear in my robe.
What crap was that? Why was I suddenly...
I swear by my sword.
Ay, ay. Okay. So they robbed me of the camera and then continued letting me get hit.
Settle it down.
That was cheap.
Let the mighty be humble.
There are too many of them! They just keep coming!
And they're doing it again. I'm being killed when I can't see anything.
Wind, hear me!
bow your head.
I got him cornered. For the Lord of the Night!
The dead would blaze in dragonfire.
Settle down.
And you targeted the wrong thing again, Nubilet.
Shower me with...
Silence.
Ay ay. Yeah, the camera was screwing with me there. Now what? This isn't looking good.
Thanks.
The situation is grave. Hold this position. Keep the people safe.
Chaos and emptiness. So that's the abyss.
And it knows that now is its best chance.
But the sacred flame!
Archon's on the case.
What was that?
Very helpful, Hal.
Laugh all you want, it's gonna eat you too!
This is a full-scale invasion of Natlan. Not merely another skirmish, but the main war itself has come. You've got it.
The fact that Deadpan Kaniche is this nervous just goes to show how serious this really is. Oh, let's go. The disaster's really happening.
Higher still. Let's recover while we may. Let's see what we can do. Battle reports indicate that many civilians have been surrounded here, even as the Abyss attacks rapidly intensify. If we are to rescue them, we must make haste. Battle reports indicate that the people and their Saurian companions have been trapped here, even as the Abyss's attacks rapidly intensify. We'll deal with the Rift Hounds first. Those, at least, are a known quantity. Despair engulfs the heavens.
Bow your head.
Yoo-hoo!
All right.
Silence!
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with
Barbados, guide us.
Letting brave names echo!
Bow your head.
Did anyone survive? The Fatui and the people of Natlan died side by side. I'm not seeing anyone.
Over here! Come on, quick! Wake up! You gotta wake up!
They're all dead. We came too late.
Oh no! Were we too late? Ah! No! Don't come any closer!
It's okay, sweetie. They're not monsters. I think they're here to help.
Don't worry. You're safe now.
Thank you.
What happened here?
The Abyss had us surrounded. Luckily, these Fatui came to our rescue, and we started evacuating. But then that black fire shot out of the stadium, and that huge monstrosity appeared in the sky. Right after that, monsters suddenly appeared everywhere. They couldn't fight them off, so they hit us here.
You should keep moving. This is not a safe place anymore.
Right. You need to get to the stadium. Come on, we'll take you.
Thank you. You saved our lives. We're forever indebted to you.
Paimon. I'm sorry you have to see all this.
Huh?
This is no disaster. This is war.
Yeah. Paimon knows, it's just... it hasn't fully sunk in yet. But anyway, right now, let's focus on getting them to the stadium. With any luck, there'll be an update waiting for us there. If not, we'll just have to play things by ear.
Well, things have certainly taken a grim turn. Courier, what news?
Need the latest battle report? We don't have too much information since so few messengers are making it back here. But, as I understand, the folks at the Scions of the Canopy outpost suffered a large-scale abyss attack as they were trying to evacuate civilians to the stadium. If you're free, please head there immediately.
Very well. And the numbers keep rising. Looks like Kanish is busy elsewhere. Kachina seems to be holding out. A huge swathe of Natlan is now lost to the abyss. And we're now at 54% corrosion. How much longer before we are forced to remake the ley lines? Ferocious abyssal creatures have attacked this strong point belonging to the Scions of the Canopy. The civilians and wounded personnel are resisting desperately, but the situation grows perilous.
Look! Someone's still fighting! Strike a pub! Go as one!
More of you things.
Silence!
What in the... You're not dying. You have the same meter as the pylons. Why won't you fall?
All right.
Bow your head.
It's you. You came.
What happened to the other warriors?
After you left, some of them started evacuating the civilians, while the rest stayed behind to keep guard, but they're all dead. I'm the only survivor. We're done for now. The Abyss will attack again any minute. And then I'll be a dead man too. The last few civilians holed up indoors won't stand a chance.
Hang in there. We'll think of something. There's gotta be a way out of this.
Like what? None of the civilians have any combat experience. There are old people, children, wounded. They can't defend themselves.
The monsters are gone for now, right?
Get back inside. It's too dangerous out here.
I know it's dangerous. That's why I came out.
Same.
Huh? What is this?
Can you spare some equipment for us? I've never been in a battle before, but I'm young and I can hold a weapon. That's gotta count for something.
And I used to fight in the pilgrimage when I was a younger man. Admittedly, I never made it very far. But if you hand me a spear, I think the old muscle memory will kick in.
There are others willing to join us as well. I persuaded them to fight. We can't let the blood spilled by our warrior brethren be in vain. We can't watch on as our heroes lose heart. And we can't let them fight alone.
We don't have much equipment left. Okay, take these. With a few extra fighters, we should just about be able to hold our own. It'll be a slow advance, but that's better than being stuck here.
Everyone who's fighting, be prepared to follow my orders to the letter.
Yes, sir!
Got it.
Take our hot air balloon. You can use it to get to the stadium.
No need. You'll have other people to save. We're taking up arms so that you can focus on more important things. You're the heroes, after all.
Okay, well, try going that way. That's the route we came from, and there weren't too many monsters.
Thank you, both. You've been a huge help. I am devastated by the deaths of my brothers in arms. But if their sacrifice means anything, I have to live on.
We're not going down without a fight.
Just be careful.
Thanks. We will. Now, go. There are other people to save out there.
I begin to wonder how true that even is any longer. Rushing hither and thither has not worked out all that well for us so far. Well, only one thing to do now, and that's to push forward.
Monsters everywhere you look, and... Oh no! Looks like there's a Saurian corpse! Oh! Shower me with...
And the shadows are taking the shapes of Saurians now.
Silence! The tides beckon.
Water resistant, eh?
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Wind, hear me!
Strike a pose!
There's someone alive. Or... sounds like a young Saurian. There you are.
Guess you're the sole survivor, huh, buddy? There. Don't be scared. Head to the stadium, you'll be safe there. It's that way. You're upset, and nothing Paimon says can make it better. But you have to go right away, okay?
Stay strong, Paimon.
Yeah, you're right. We have to keep going. The latest intel said the Children of Echoes need support too. Let's head over.
Looks like we're going a long way. Same spot as before. How few will remain when I get there?
These warriors are struggling. Quick, let's help them!
Yoo-hoo! All right. Hear the echoes of the valley!
Settle down!
All right.
Can't see a thing.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Let the world come alive! Barbados, guide us. Shower me with the...
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
This is the second time you've had to come to our rescue. I'm a little ashamed. Thanks to your efforts last time, we managed to fend off the Abyss here, even after whatever that was appeared in the sky. But at this point, I think we're gonna have to cut our losses. This base is as good as gone.
Yeah, everyone needs to stick together. Best to regroup somewhere else.
All right, time to evacuate. There's a volunteer unit here too, so first I need to ask them what they want to do next. For anyone who still wants to fight on the front lines, the Children of Echo's front is the closest to here. Anyone who wants to leave will likely also see action as they evacuate, but will be afforded safety at the stadium. Those are the options. We're abandoning this base, and you're free to stay with the group or leave. As of this moment, the Children of Echoes are reasonably well defended, so please, weigh the risks and consider your family's safety before you make a decision. Now then, anyone who wishes to keep fighting, show me how serious you are. Did I not make myself clear?
But if Natlan is destroyed, will there still be a home for us to return to?
If anyone wants a future, it's on them to go out there and grab it. Period. No one wants to be that person who sat back and hoped for the best while other people were giving their blood for our nation.
Very well. For Natlan.
For Natlan.
You heard them. This means we'll all be going to support the Children of Echo's garrison.
Great! Well, you all seem in good spirits, so that's encouraging. But still, please be careful.
Don't worry. It'll be just like another Night Warden war. We'll force the Abyss back if it's the last thing we do.
What's that?
Huh?
Comet?
Shoot! That creepy Abyss thing is raining down a dangerous-looking substance again!
That's over towards people of the Springs territory. From what I've heard, their defenses have been substantially weakened by the Abyss invasion.
Then let's head over and check on them!
Tell me, Lumine. Is this what you intended? Is this what you desire, my sister? Is this madness really your goal? Alani. What happened to Lumine to convince her to side with this aberration?
What the? Paimon can't believe it!
Settle down!
Yoo-hoo!
All right.
I will destroy every last one of you creatures.
Silence!
It's too darn strong, our attacks are useless! Oh, why isn't anything working? At this rate, the Abyss is just gonna keep sending more and more monsters. The next wave will be here soon. We need to get out of here. Let's check the area for survivors and hurry! There's just one battle report left, and it gives a long list of places where the dangerous substance has been dropping. This is the first report we've had in ages, which means the messenger's job has become all but impossible. But there's nothing we can do about that. Our priority is to get to the next affected zone. Even if we don't find any survivors, maybe that strange substance over there won't be as rock solid as here. There's a chance at least.
The death toll is now in the thousands. Lumine, how could you possibly defend this? Oh, where's the balloon? Oh, there it is. The title is right. Despair engulfs the heavens, as the world below drowns in the miasma of the abyss. There's another. Those crystal formations. Yet more beasts of the abyss.
There are too many monsters. There are just too many. It's beyond anything we've seen before.
I wonder, could the captain's methods still be used? The people of Natlan are dying. But what use would there be in simply repairing the ley lines now? The abyss will not stop. And with Lumine helping them, who knows what they'll be capable of doing. The Scions of the Canopy. The abyss is here too? There must be a reckoning for this. What is there for me to do any longer but watch as Natlan dies?
Traveler, this war's getting too much for my mind to take. Okay, let's do this!
light shines in the dark beneath us. Perhaps someone is left. But still, what happened in Conria 500 years ago? What would possess Lumine to take the side of this horror? How can she justify it to herself?
Those people are still standing!
No more, I say.
Time to shine! Wind, hear me! Go and what?
Move out! You've got to get out of here! Still no luck, huh? What on earth are these things? How are they invulnerable to attack?
Yeah, at least with regular abyssal pylons, anyone with a vision can destroy them. But this thing, no one's seen anything like it before. It's like a part of that sky demon's body or something. Whatever it is, it seems like it can spawn abyssal pylons, and with them, a never-ending stream of abyss monsters. We're just no match for it.
At this point, retreat looks like our best option. We're fighting a losing battle here. The stadium is our only hope. That's where the sacred flame is, which seems to be the one thing that well of abyssal energy is afraid of. The pyro Archon is guarding the flame. As long as that continues, we still have hope.
What's this?
Water, and some snacks. You look like you need it. I'm guessing you've been supporting the fight all over the map? Sounds like you need a breather. We got enough people to hold our own here, and it's high time you took a break. Why don't you sit down and gather your strength for a minute?
It's true. We've been fighting pretty much non-stop. Traveler, you must be exhausted. What do you think?
Right now, there are bigger things to worry about.
What is it?
As long as that dark monstrosity remains unbeaten, gathering together might actually put a target on the Children of Echo's back.
Oh, you're right. Well, then guess we'd better go warn them. It's your decision. If you want to set off right away, Paimon will come with you.
These monsters, they're what the winners of the pilgrimage go on to fight, aren't they? So, that makes us veterans of the Night Warden Wars now, too.
I hadn't thought of it like that, but now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. Neither of us are name bearers, so in principle, we should never have had the chance to fight on the front lines. In that sense, this is kind of a dream come true for us, isn't it? We're not in this for fame or glory, but for our childhood dreams of one day becoming a hero.
I hope this will not be the end for the both of you. But the hopes of that grow slimmer and slimmer. Kachina and Shilonen. After ensuring that the Children of Echoes were all able to pull back, you decide to abandon the tribal encampment for now and follow the retreating populace to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
it's you guys. Things are bad here. Something fell out of the sky that's impervious to our attacks.
Not just here. We've run into a few of these already.
It's a good thing you did, otherwise we might not have made it in time.
Kachina, he and I can deal with the remaining monsters and abyssal pylons. You should go catch up with the rest of the group before your parents start worrying about you.
Stay safe, Kachina.
Come on, let's get this done.
So we get a look at her weapon for this trial run. Enough with you.
All right.
Silence!
Shower me with...
I swear by my sword. Bring it.
And there are more of them yet.
Strike a
Even the
pose!
machines are being corrupted. Wait. I'm not entirely sure what fills the meter. Looks like it might just be normal attacks.
All right.
Go and flop! Shower me with...
Bow your head.
Right.
All right.
Now there's even more of you things. Pylon.
Silence!
Strike a pose! Let the world clear!
Barbados, guide us.
Where did the group go?
All right.
Settle down!
Yep, that's everyone. And no more casualties by the look of things. Yeah, this is, good. We can evacuate shortly. I appreciate your help. How are things out there? Pretty dire, I bet.
Extremely dire.
Some of the things I've seen, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get them out of my mind. Are we in Natlan doomed to this fate? I've never witnessed a full-scale abyss invasion before. I mean, I'd heard stories about the sky being painted black, but I always thought that was an exaggeration. Mawika has witnessed this all before, so she knew better than anyone the tear and despair and abyssivation would bring.
Yeah, and despite that, she's still facing it head-on.
We've had to abandon our homes and chase the dying light of day. And maybe the only time we'll see the dawn again is in our dreams. But as long as there's even a sliver of hope, I am not gonna give up.
Nor will I.
We should catch up with the group. Let's go!
Yep, they knew we'd be beat up pretty good from all that. And what fresh hell awaits us, I wonder? Is that Kachina with them? Good. I was getting to worry.
What? Isn't that Chaska's tribe? She said she was gonna take Koichi home to rest for a while.
But how, right? Everyone's struggling just to defend themselves. There is no spare manpower. At this rate, it won't be long before even the stadium is indefensible. And with everyone congregating at the stadium, the Abyss forces will start converging there, too. Then there'll be a battle on a scale much larger than anything we've seen so far. On the bright side, at least my old injuries aren't playing up at the moment. It means I can actually join in with the fighting.
The crux of the issue is that the heart of the Abyss itself has joined the invasion. That's a power we just can't match. I have every faith in the courage of our people. The Natlanese will never give in to despair. But still, the fact is, our lives are more fragile than our spirits.
Traveler Paimon knows what you're about to say.
We have to go to the Flower Feather clan.
Yeah, Paimon sure is getting tired from all this flying, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, Paimon's going too.
Until the Pyro Archon succeeds in our plan, every life we save is worth it.
Yep, we'll leave the Children of Echoes to you guys. Flower Feather clan, hang in there. We're coming. If there was ever a time to push ourselves to the limit, that time is now!
This will be one of our first visits to the Feather Flower clan.
Wait! Over there! It's Chaska and Koichi!
Traveler! Over here! Hurry!
All right.
Come on. Just break that barrier of yours.
Letting great names echo!
Settle down.
Yoo-hoo! I swear by my sword!
Oh no. Koichi.
What happened to her? She's covered in abyssal energy!
I'll help her.
Please, save her. How's that, Koichi? Any better now?
Koichi! Koichi!
Chaska, I used to think Mom and Dad were crazy for adopting you. I was the younger sibling, but I always felt like it was my job to help Mom and Dad take care of you. I thought I could set you free from the abyssal energy you struggled with. I guess I was pretty full of myself, huh? Thinking I could fix you when... well, we were always the same.
Hush, Koichi. Put those thoughts right out of your mind. We'll be at the stadium in no time, okay? I'll carry you there. The abyssal contamination is gone now. Just rest, and you'll get better.
I was always nagging you to slow down. Stop rushing headlong into things. I just didn't want anything to happen to you, or to anyone else because of you. I worried about you so much. But now, I realize I never really understood what it's like for you. The fact that you survived an abyssal contamination was a miracle. But it also left you in a constant state of agitation. The fact that we became family was another miracle. But with me worrying about you all the time, it feels like I just agitated you even further.
No, absolutely not. Nothing could be further from the truth. Do you hear me? All you ever did was love me. Same goes for Mom and Dad. I've always known that. And I feel terrible because I really did want to get along as a family. It might take me some time, but I'll find a way to make it work. I'm so sorry, Koichi. I never meant to make you feel this way.
It's okay, Chaska. No need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. No one did. It's nobody's fault that things didn't turn out great. I get it now. So, no nagging from me this time. You keep forging ahead, sis. Never slow down, and never hold back. Spread your wings and fly free, like the fiercest kukasaur in the sky. Show the world who the bravest flower feather warrior is. Because that's who you are. And that's the sister I'm proud of.
Koichi! Koichi!
Koichi? Chaska? What happened?
I think she's okay now. Let's give her some space.
What was that just now? It looked like abyssal energy was flowing out of her, but then a split second later, it disappeared.
Chaska managed to rein it in. This is the infection. that her sister spoke of.
Koichi did say that Chaska needs to let off steam now and then, or she'll end up losing herself. But this time she wrestled back control.
Just like Koichi always hoped.
If only we were faster! Dealing with abyssal contamination is a piece of cake for you. We could have gotten to her earlier, then you could have treated her before it was too... Wait, what's happening to Chaska?
How unfair life can be. She's had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning, and each step forward has been an agonizing one. Maybe she would have been better off embracing her pain. But her journey goes on, and one question looms large in her mind. If she could rise above the layers of pain and ascend over the dark clouds of her mind, what then would she find? Maybe the glorious light of the sun, or maybe a dark, empty void. There is only one way to find out. She needs to spread her wings and soar to new heights. That is the true meaning of life.
You're one of the heroes from 500 years ago.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured. And finally, transcended.
Let's take Koichi somewhere safer. Please, take care of Koichi for me. I still have more important things to do.
Of course. We are grateful for her service.
Yes. She served selflessly. I'm sorry, Chaska.
It's all right. I'm far from the only one going through this right now. Koichi wanted to be a hero. And in my heart, she always will be. If we want to honor what she stood for, not to mention her sacrifice. Archon, we need to hurry.
Time for this war to end.
And how do you propose to end it, Mawika?
What's the status? Do we have enough medical supplies left?
We're almost out. There are still the emergency supplies, but they're reserved for the doctors and soldiers. We can't touch those.
I know. All right, well, give me my share at least. Ah, it's you. Glad to see you're both all right.
How is your son doing?
No idea. Communications have dried up, and there are too many wounded people to attend to. Right now, my focus is on them. But I trust him. I know he'll make the right call even when the going gets tough. He's my son, and I'll always be proud of him.
No sign of Catherine. I suppose it is too much to hope that the other Archons might intervene on our behalf. We may pass outside, but what good will that do us now?
Oh, hey, you two. Thanks again for rescuing us. Osawe, look who it is. Say thank you to these heroes.
Thank you. Oh, don't mention it. Just glad you're okay. I also gotta say thank you to the other people who helped us. What were they called? Fat? Chewy? Fatui. Yeah, that's it. The Fatui. They were also amazing.
Yeah, in the past, my impression of the Fatui wasn't exactly positive, but this has really changed my perspective. Good people can be found in every organization.
Indeed they can. I see that you have survived.
Oh, it's you two. I thought we'd never see each other again. We put up a good fight, and we won, even though it cost us dearly. Are you gonna keep fighting? If so, please be careful. Fighting the Abyss is a great honor, but the path to victory lies not in honor and glory, but in surviving until the next morning.
My victory will not be over until the Abyss is thrown back, and Natlan is safe again.
You're okay! Oh, thank goodness! We were worried sick about you guys.
So you made it to safety, huh? Was it a smooth journey?
Not exactly. We ran into a bunch of Abyss monsters and had to fight for our lives. But I gotta hand it to these folks. They really rose to the occasion. They fought every bit as well as trained warriors.
Guess the old muscle memory's still intact.
I feel very lucky to be alive. We have to keep surviving, so we can start to take back what we've lost. You guys better make sure you keep surviving too.
We will. It is possibly quite the tragedy we're in for yet. With both Shilonen and Mavwika doomed to die for this war to end. So at least we were warned. Yet I wonder, is Mavwika the only one who may call on Renova's power? Could the captain, for instance, who is familiar with Natlan and its history, and its magic, no less, could he do something? Only one way to find out.
Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of victory for me. May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages! Our moment has finally come!
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing. Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
All life.
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, Traveler. I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger, and make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
I have faith in you.
Alright, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with Natlan after we're through with them.
All right.
For Natlan!
It is a pity that we could not have garnered the strength of resurrection before now.
Strike a pose! Time to shine! Wait, hear me!
All right. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Settle down. The tide's setting.
Enough of you.
Silence!
All right.
Away with you foul creatures.
Ooh, what's that? Aerial support from Awika? Look how powerful she is now. It's borderline unfair.
All right.
There is no such thing as unfairness in a war like this. In a battle against other men, you might say.
Use my power to destroy the abyss tumors.
Got it! Thanks for the backup!
In a war against men, there might be fairness and unfairness. We are fighting monsters. That is one less.
Oh, did you guys see that huge fireball? It exploded right above my head.
Sorry, Mulani. I'll adjust my aim.
No, you're good, Archon. It didn't hurt at all. Plus, it was freaking cool.
Not great for your eyesight, though.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Ugh, a house coming in way too hot. Is it possible to mute him?
Funny you should mention that.
Done.
Thank you, Malika.
Yeah. Funny you should mention that. Nice, silly churl.
Bow your head.
Backup has arrived. All right, give him hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
Settle down.
The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy.
Yep.
The mountain's face boil! I swear by my sword.
Okay, on to the next.
Kachina, over here! I'll send you up. It'll be quicker.
Well, I don't mind a How being quiet. I do still miss Kachina and Kinich.
Okay, everyone's safe. Granny, please go on ahead with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, Roron! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous.
Everyone gets resurrection now, but... well, again, if only that could have been done earlier. I thank you heartily for the assist, Malika.
Hey, you're back!
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, justice now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got.
Alright. What next? Almost 5,000 dead. Oh, hang on. It just dropped by almost 2,000. Are we actually resurrecting all the people who died?
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it! Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching to bash some heads in.
Oh! Fair enough.
Good work.
Ian-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium. Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Marisa. She says they're safe now.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection on our side! We ain't gonna let them get away with that! Friends, let's gather at the stadium!
More abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. Oh, we need someone to guard the main entrance.
Allow me.
Alright, this is the final battle!
I wonder if she's right about that.
Bow your head.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Let my name echo in song! Wait, hear me!
Silence! Be sanctified.
Oh, hydro barrier. This is a problem.
Settle down.
There we go. Thanks for the support, Malika. Otherwise, that would have been a particularly nasty encounter. Oh, you cryo fella, you didn't stand a chance there, did you? Ooh, that's not good.
Oh dear, time to shine! Barbados, guide us.
Bow your head.
Yep, we still don't have the power of fire for our own. The false sky and
We won! We won!
Impressive as that is, I have to wonder if we ended the threat of the Abyss, or if we only delayed it again. Because there were no sacrifices. Not of the truly great kind we
We
feared.
are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom.
That is what I feared. Too many things were set up. Too many tragedies alluded to. Shilonan will die to create our ancient name, and presumably grant us the element of pyro finally. And Mavwika will die wielding the power of Renova. Neither of those things has yet come to pass, or even been truly threatened yet. So I knew this wasn't over. Seems
But the
I was
Abyss
correct.
underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join him with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things can basically go back to normal, right?
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting for our nation. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need, and that is the Captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
Well. The true tragedy has not yet befallen. We shall see what comes next.
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior. You remind me of the princess. Similarities in your approach are striking, especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see her soon.
Thank you. But what can you tell me of Lumine?
How are the Masters of the Nightwind doing?
Granny Sea Lolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I think we should be fine. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back so I can pitch in.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little distressing.
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, then.
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
And I do miss Kachina's voice
I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Yes. I was thinking about that too. How many were saved by the Road of Resurrection?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan. An age of unprecedented peace.
Let us hope so. Any further evil done would be unconscionable. And I would have to wring out my hate upon the Abyss if it were so. Again, I'm forced to ask, how can Lumine possibly justify any of what happened here? Lumine is the Princess of the Abyss. How did she come to be that, and how Is she possibly going to justify anything that's happened here? Again, on the one hand, I do think Ahau is splendidly voice acted. But the problem is that they do such a good job at making me hate the character. So on the one hand, I do regret their absence. On the other, kinda glad I don't have to hear Ahau. So, credit where credit's due, they made me dislike Ahau very well.
Unless you want to get punched in the face. What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
I won't deny that you were helpful. How are the Scions of the Canopy and the Collective of Plenty? Yes, I imagine you took quite severe casualties, running hither and thither to all the different outposts.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed.
Well,
but it might have been a
news,
different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Don't push it, Ahau. Polly. Ay ay. Very well then. Now we can only speak to Malika. Or if I missed something. Nope. That's all the others. Seeing Nuvalet here makes me wish he actually were present. Oh, the help he could have rendered here. Him and Farina and the people of Fontaine. Just imagine if Zhongli and Venti and Raiden were here too. So much evil might have been averted. But they all have their own obligations. And they simply aren't free to wander as the Traveler does.
Ah, welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just tired, or...?
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natlan stretching out below me. People everywhere, giving everything they had for a chance at victory. If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that. Fruit juice, right?
Make it a large?
At least it's over now. For now, you should say. And that
True.
is something.
My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last step to go. Namely, my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch! Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able to handle it. Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only.
I'm guessing the Night Warden Wars are over for the
Correct.
foreseeable future.
We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasions. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, eternal peace. We've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes. In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own?
A fair question. And I believe all three of these answers are valid. So that I can look back on my journey with a clear conscience. And I just can't turn a blind eye to injustice. And because Paimon hates to see people suffer as I hate to see them suffer.
A clear conscience. Great answer. That's how life should be lived, to the fullest, with no regrets. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step. You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss.
I wouldn't have it any other way. In fact, I would insist on helping you.
I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous, and you have the rest of your journey to consider. I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the Speaker's Chamber. I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then I hope to hear your verdict.
Well. Grim matters yet. Well, I think it is time to rest. Oh, wrong way. Said leave the weary inn, not enter. My mistake, and now we have a loading screen for it. Yes, this looks like it'll be a very long episode. But, so be it. At least the return trip was a fair bit faster. I thought everyone was gone for a second. Oh well. Now for some well-earned rest. Now to find Mavlika again. And now everyone has departed. I've heard rumors that superconduct, as well as a handful of other elemental reactions, are getting buffed in a while. No idea how valid those rumors are as of yet. Suffice it to say that while I do listen to some Genshin news, I'm not really into the rumor mill. Apart from speculation on upcoming banners, I do occasionally listen to such, though I've noted that they have been wrong in their guesses before, the people I've listened to anyway. And sometimes I prefer it if they are wrong.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon! There you are.
Oopsie
I've
lolly.
been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly! What's up?
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
What? Are you serious?
So Mavuika still has to die? After all this?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. But even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone. I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone.
I will do all that I can. Even if it means visiting the realm of this god of death and having words with them myself.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you. Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power, but if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our chances to help.
Got it. Mum's the word.
All right, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way, I think it's finally time for a well-earned drink.
Go easy, though, yeah?
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
Yes, there is some hope yet in the Traveler's unique power. And the fact that he has yet to awaken his pyro, his own flame.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. You made the shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
Oh, we actually do get to play with the Pyro Archon a little bit. Though it looks like... yeah, just walking simulator.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Mollypo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won, it's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right? So cheer up.
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Mollypo in our tribe? Unless... surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
A fuel named Fate. It is nice just getting to admire the character model from Avuika. Still, only a brief glimpse.
That was fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality. I can't help but feel a little worried.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be Archon. Come on, one more round.
After the darkness will come the dawn.
No one fights alone.
For Natlan!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
There is indeed a light in the sky. The symbol.
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bargaining table.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is, are you prepared to pay?
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No, a fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price be paid. Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss, and it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even I cannot dream of.
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please as you might think.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole my power.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
I see. Then you, Renova, are not the only one that I may have words with. Whomsoever binds you to such pacts, they also must answer.
Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name?
I've received the gift from the Lord of the Night.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension, me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
Because she wants me to join her in the final battle within the Night Kingdom.
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help.
Is the Ode of Resurrection working again?
Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care of you. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Good. Then I will join you in battle. And of course, you are assuming that I will fall. After all, if I am not defeated, then I don't need the ancient name, do I? It's merely a safety net if I should fail.
Whoa! Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this?
You'll need to stay behind. You will not be safe down there. At least I don't believe you will be.
What? separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me?
It will only be for a short time. Don't worry.
Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but we'll give Paimon some time and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future, until the end of time. If you have any other questions, please ask away.
And now we may ask.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
What will happen after the war?
The work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and there's simply no replacing the ones we lost. As the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
About the false sky and the strange fragments we saw.
False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think this was the first proof of its existence. I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been observed in any other nation. My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope they don't cause me any trouble over it.
Oh, you should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. And I don't expect much of a backlash. Meanwhile, we can look into it at our own pace. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
What more about the 6 heroes of old?
That wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their names. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in Natlan since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived many new lives by now. And so, even though we will never meet again, they will always be by our side in one way or another. I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase, "No one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
What do you make of the captain?
We have a temporary alliance, but I can tell that saving Natlan is not his only goal.
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving Natlan would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Conria. But somehow Paimon doubts it's that simple.
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think he has any ill intentions. Now, we should focus on the final battle. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
It appears that is all that I may ask at this time. I thank you all the same. Yes, a Nouvellette. Played a very large part. In that insanity in Fontaine that Paimon and the Traveler spoke of. It would be quite something once again if he actually came here. I wonder whether he would be immune to the Abyss.
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time, he is alone.
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know of this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your long journey.
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to face. For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natlan's future, I need your help.
What are you scheming, Captain? Will you be the one to die in Mavuika's stead? Quest complete. Quite the undertaking that turned out to be. Record penned by all. So this is the memorial. Not all who'd perished during the war were revived.
Is there anything fun to do in the north?
It would simply have been too good to be true, I suppose. But we can now claim our reward. And we'll have to get around to these other events sooner rather than later, but I am actually getting tired now. This was quite a ride to go on. This rain is quite suitable to end this on. Well, if you enjoyed taking this ride with me, then by all means, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Elden Ring Let's Play, and as always, have a good day.